So you're all out of food, grocery stores are closed. What do? Hope you live in Maine. Come to the ocean. Let's see what I can find. Found my first food. If I was actually going to harvest these, some mussels. You look underneath the seaweed and the rocks, those are tiny ones. I know they're bigger ones up here. But let's forage some more. There's lots and lots of clams around here. Those ones are empty shells. Just to give you an idea how many clams are out here. They got razor clams, belon clams, oysters, everything. Let's find some. I've seen some clams, but the further I get out here, the more you're going to see. You can probably dig up 3 or 4 in one shovelful. Look at this. It's a little bouncy ball. Isn't that adorable? Do you like oysters? Because around here, almost, it's like 10 every few feet. That one's got some sort of sea sponge attached to it. Has an oyster, big old oyster. Right next to it, another big old oyster. All these round things you see here, these are all live oysters. That one's covered in mud, so they can be hard to find, but just look for those circles. There's a sea worm attached to the bottom of that one. Oyster right next to it. Oyster right next to it. Oyster on top of another oyster. There's an oyster sticking up in a weird way. Big old oyster with another little oyster attached. Oh, that's a dead oyster. But it's got a limpet of some sort on the bottom. A couple limpets actually. All these round things here are oysters, and most of them are alive and good eating. Oyster. Oyster. These periwinkles as well. Now, hermit crabs are not good eating, but they're there. Come on out, little hermit crab. Come on out. There's a live oyster with a giant mussel attached to it with a limpet right there. I almost want to take that home, but I'm not harvesting today, I'm just showing. Look at this right here. Clusters of oysters and mussels all together. Look at that. That is, what, 4 oysters? Oh, a couple of them are dead, but take a look inside there. There's other creatures and mussels and a clam all attached to each other. More right there, more right there, more right there hiding underneath some seaweed. Mussels are my favorite. I'm not a big fan of oysters. Someday I might come here and harvest a whole bunch of mussels. Look at the size of some of these periwinkles. Oh, that one's attached. Look at that meat. These are good eating. You just need to eat like 100 of them to get 100 calories. Colorful little limpet right there. If anybody knows what this red stuff is, let me know in the comments. Is it a sea sponge? Is it a weird algae? But it's all over the place. That's a big oyster. Look at this side. Holy crap. You know why it's so big? It's because it's a rock, not an oyster. But all surrounding it is all these little oysters. This goes on and on and on. This is all like an inch of water. And there's just so many oysters and periwinkles. The clams are more in the mud, I guess. Is Is that a living clam? Nope, it's dead. So what's inside? Sometimes it's a crab or something inside. Literally, like, let's see, this is 1 square foot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, at least 12 oysters in that 1 square foot. Here's a pretty shell. Pretty little mussel shell. I'm telling you, all oysters. Just showing you how easy it would be to harvest these if you were hungry. This little blob of some sort of green jelly. Spread that on your toast. Just kidding. There's a clam hole right there. There's a little tiny shrimp or a fish. I don't even know if that the camera's picking it up. I think that's a little tiny shrimp. In about a month, those shrimp will be eaten size. Or at least there'll be shrimp around here eaten size. I haven't seen any big shrimp yet. The last summer I came here in May, and all the tidal pools were just filled with shrimp. Look at this dead oyster right here. How many limpets are inside that thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could continue to walk that way and show you the same thing over and over again. It's just all oysters and mussels and clams and periwinkles. There's something moving over there. I don't know what it is. Probably a little fish. You get up on the mud, you can find little holes. Dig those up. People clam around here constantly, so I know it's good clamming. If I find a good spot with a lot of holes, I'll show you. See that? It's worth looking up. Looking at some of these dead oyster shells that you see on shore, because if you find that oyster shell on shore, it's probably dead. But inside, look at the size of that mussel. And if I didn't mention it before, mussels are my favorite. I could eat those for the rest of my life. I live off those. There's a mussel right there. I'm getting ahead of myself though, because I know up here there's these huge clusters of mussels. That's not a shell I see too often around here. I don't know what that is, but I'm willing to bet it's edible if there was something inside it. Look at all those pretty purple limpets on the bottom of that shell. Here's a good example of just a rock you probably wouldn't think twice about, but you brush away some of this stuff and look, whoa, look at that. Huge cluster of mussels. Mussels. There must be 8 mussels right here, and this little batch just look like a pile of leaves. It's more of those little shrimp that are going to be all over the place. Can you see those? Yep. In about a month, these shrimp are going to be eaten size. Right now, they're in their larval stage, I guess. I hope you guys can see them. So many little baby shrimp. I'll come back here in a month or two. So many oysters. I cannot believe somebody told me there's hardly any oysters in Maine. Look at all of them. Mussels. In between rocks is another good spot. You can see all the mussels just sitting there, ready for the picking. There's a little crab here, but it looks like it's dead. Yep, that's it. Is it dead? Yeah, that's a dead crab. Yeah, you lift up the seaweed, there's more mussels, an oyster, tons of periwinkles. Like some of these aren't even hidden by seaweed, you can see big mussels poking right up. Look how fat that is. It's like 10 to 15 of those will fill you up all day, I think. Bunch of little ones underneath. Lift up the seaweed. Lots of periwinkles. Oh, there's a, what is this, like a little shrimpy shrimp? Is that a shrimp or is it like a larval? I forgot what they call these things. Ah, what? Some sort of shrimp, I guess. I'll put them back. I put them in deeper water. No, don't, there's predators in there. Oh yeah, that's a shrimp. So you can tell much better when he's swimming. This clump of mussels. It's getting buried by the rising water, but huge. That's lunch right there. That's like 10, 15 mussels right there. Some of them are dead, most of them are alive. Mussels just sitting there. So walk over here. Look at all those mussels, just most of those are alive. Ready for the picking. You lift up the seaweed. Lift up the seaweed. Look at all those mussels. This will all be covered in water in about an hour, so I'm not too worried about disturbing them. Look at that underneath the seaweed here. More mussels, more mussels. I'm willing to bet most of this rock is the exact same way. See if I go over here, all these mussels, huge clump of mussels. You seeing this? There goes my feet get stuck. The mussels lured me into their trap, but all along this rock, look at that. Mussels, there's like 15 mussels there. It's like a huge pile of like 20 mussels there, and then in between there, more mussels. More mussels all around this rock. Big rocks, mussels. More mussels down there. If I lift up the seaweed, look at all those mussels. Gorgeous. More up here. Look at all these up here, covered in barnacles. There's mussels for days. Look at that. That's about the size you find in the grocery store. And no, that's the same size. I was gonna say that's the same water too. They're freaking mussels. Shadows getting anything interesting? Anyways, you get my point. Mussels are everywhere. Look at some of the size of these ones. Rocks. You can see there's 100 more mussels right there. Look at that. I'm going to try to find some other size mussels. I'm starting to see clam holes everywhere, by the way. Those are some big ones too. There's going to be some big clams down there, I think. I didn't bring a shovel, so I can't really dig it up. But I'm not planning on harvesting any anyway, so why disturb them? The point is, as you can see from all the clam shells scattered around, knife clam, regular clam. Look at all the razor clams right here. So many razor clam shells among the other shells. When I was a kid, I would have killed to find a collection of knife clams like this. Not to eat, just because I like playing with them. They're so cool. So many knives. So many razors. By the way, I just want to show you, I'm still in quarantine here. Look at this. Even though there's a few houses around, a few locals around me. It's like a couple people walking their dogs over there, and that's it. This is not like some popular destination. I mean, it's just a spot. One of thousands of similar spots along the coast of Maine. Tide's coming in. I might have waited out here too long. I'm gonna have to walk through water. Let's go which way? This way. See if I can roll up my pants a little bit here. Watch this field and see what kind of bounty this old tire has brought us. Ooh, wow. Look at these little eels. There's little eels everywhere. It's incredible. Come here, little eel. I hope you're not poisonous or anything. I'll pick you up for a second. Jesus. Well, the eel was smarter than me, but periwinkles, a couple mussels, and a whole bunch of little eels. Hi, when do we guess? I bet you there's some more in here. If I move around the seaweed. I better put this back in the water in case there's more eels in there. Would have thought putting a tire back into the water in order to protect the eels. There's one. Ugh. There you go, buddy. Back in there, sorry to disturb your home. And there he goes. There he goes. See you later, little eel. I wonder what kind of eel that is. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Let's see if there's any crabs underneath this one. Oh, this is kind of a little shrimp, though. Put that back over. There's got to be one under this big rock. There we go. There's some crabs and some shrimp.